This is so exciting. I've always wanted to go to Stanford University, and I'm going to be an OBGYN, hopefully. I'm majoring in human biology, and I heard that it's really hard, but I think I can get through it. I don't know. An OBGYN stands for obstetrician gynecologist, and it's basically just someone who delivers babies. I guess people think it's gross, but I kind of think that bringing a new life into the world is beautiful, so it'll be a pretty interesting but fulfilling experience.
So I went to college with Susie, all 4 years at Stanford, go Cardinals, and it was the best years of my life, but it seemed like every time I tried to get Susie to go out with me, like just the games at least, or even parties, she'd just be at the dorm room studying her butt off.
Right now I have some hard classes, like organic chemistry is kicking my butt, but besides that I'm making some friends, like some of the other people in my classes that are going on to medical school. I have this really cool roommate, but it sucks because I can never go out with her, and she's always partying and always wants me to go with her, but I never can. I have too many tests and all that, so.
She went through 4 years of college, then 4 years of medical school at Stanford, and then she even went to residency all 4 years to become a doctor, and then she took this huge exam, which I really don't know how she passed it because it was impossible.
In high school, I took so many honors classes and AP classes, it was ridiculous. Like, I could never go to football games, even in high school, and it kind of sucked, but I had to get about like a 4.0 GPA just so I can get into a 4-year school, and I got into the one that I wanted to, so that's great, but it was a lot of hard work, and it just kind of sucks that I had to start in high school, but I got through it, and I'm hopefully going to get through this too.
After she became a doctor, she had to be on call 24/7 because she's an OBGYN now. I haven't talked to her in a while, but I hear she's doing really good. I mean, obviously she's doing good if I'm in this program.
Yeah, I was Susie's best friend back in elementary school.
I know Suzanne Mungunga from medical school, residency actually. She went to medical school at Stanford and I went to Harvard, but then we met at residency, and it was actually really difficult for both of us, but we got through it. We were always studying, and C+s were bad grades apparently. It was really tough for us, but then we got to the exam and we both passed it after studying and have no life forever, basically.
So even back in elementary school, I knew that Susie was going to be a doctor because she would always say, "I'm going to be a doctor, everybody," and it was actually really annoying.
Now we are working together. We're both OBGYNs at the same medical center because we had so much fun in college that we together at residency that we thought we could work together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she came from a really wealthy family. We had these long talks sometimes in college where I'd just be concerned for her health because she'd be staying up so late, and so she'd tell me that her motivation was her mom was a nurse, and I think her dad was a nurse too. Yeah, her dad was a doctor, and she just was really encouraged to continue the family legacy and just be on top of everything, save lives. She was just really devoted and dedicated to that cause in her life. It was just, almost motivated me, but I'm a little more college partier myself.
Even when we lived next to each other, and even when we would go over and play at each other's houses, we would play house, and Susie would always be a doctor.
Suzanne had to be a complete overachiever and major in human biology. All of her friends seemed to have enough time to major in the most difficult subjects.
Our job is pretty difficult. I mean, people don't realize, I guess, that babies are born at all hours of the night, and so we get called in at really random times, 2:30 in the morning, and there's our wake-up call.
But I don't know how they did it. They stayed up so late every single night. They did not party. There was so much stuff around our room that I did not understand one bit. There was this one, for the longest time, there's this one diagram hanging on our wall. It was of a person, but it was some system I had never heard of before in my life. Something with an E, I forget. But it was like, I don't know how she understood all this stuff, but I'm really glad someone did because we need those doctors, OBGYNs, for when I get pregnant, knocked up.
Suzanne works really hard, and she goes into the office really early sometimes or late days we have off, days I'm on vacation, she'll sub for me. Just stuff that is really unusual for regular doctors as they just work with their patients.
I work with one of my really good friends, Paige, and it's really great because we can share each other's hours, and it's just really good like working with someone that you know, because like sometimes I'll be at work until midnight and then I'll get called in at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you know that that's not enough sleep. And so I can just call up Paige and she'll come and cover for me for a little while, and it's really great to have that.
Since we both work with mommies, we get to deliver so many children, and they're so cute. We both love them so much. Actually, I have a child on the way, and I'm going to have Suzanne deliver my child. I'm so excited.
But it's really hard to like be an OBGYN because we get called in at all hours of the night, and like sometimes it can get really hard and really stressful, but I can't complain really. The pay is really good. I'm definitely in the 6 figures, not to brag or anything, but I'm doing pretty well for myself.
Okay, I have a story. Well, I actually have a really interesting story. Suzanne and I were out to dinner one time. We were at a bar just because Susie, I call her that sometimes, she never actually went out in college or residency. We always stayed in and studied our butts off. So we decided to go out and, you know, look around. I had a boyfriend, but Susie was lacking in that department. So we went out and we looked for men. And while we were there, this lady was walking down the street, and she actually her water just broke. So guess who came to the rescue? Suzanne. And now she's dating that mommy's husband's brother. So yes, I'm really excited for her, and we'll see how it goes. But since she saved that child's life, now she's dating the uncle.
There was this one time when we were 11 when Susie and I went to go get some ice cream, and this lady started having a baby out of nowhere. And then Susie said, "I can help," and Susie delivered the baby. And now Susie is dating this guy, this baby. She's dating a baby.
I am officially Dr. Mungunga. I'm an OBGYN.